Alright y'all, I'm going to kind of do this in segments here, but I'm going to show you. So if anybody's ever do the impellers, what we're going to do is, well actually I'm going to do something else. I got my buddy Oliver here. I lied to you, Oliver. You got to get there and do one more thing for me, buddy. So I'm going to show y'all kind of what I do on this. Sometimes it can make it easier. Go up there to the front and just put the boat in gear. Take that lever, push it forward or back. Forward. No, yep, just push it forward. Yep, push it one more time. There you go, you're good there. All right, so is if you do that, whenever you go to pull this lower unit, it will keep it from spinning. Guys told me about that last year, so we're going to try that. But if you've never done the biggest three things, you can take these three off. Three on the other side. We're going to take these three off, and then we're going to pull it off, and I'll show you what to do from there. All right, y'all, so once you get those out, the only one that's going to be left is this one right in here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's that guy. We're going to pop that guy out, and then we should be able to shimmy shuck this whole thing out. All right, y'all, so once you get to this point, there's 4 bolts. You got 1, 2, 3, and then where his hand's at is 4. This little cup you're seeing, so we're going to pull out. We're going to bring that all the way up, and the impeller is going to be down there as well. I'll show you all that once we get there. Yep, go ahead, turn it on. All right, I'm just going to take those off real fast. All right, y'all, so once you get it off, that's a little extender that I have to make it the longer shaft. Once you get it off, your cup's going to come off. It's going to have one seal here we're going to replace, and all you do is just pull that out. That's the actual seal. We'll throw that one away. Here's the cup. We're going to replace that one. I'm going to pull that off. Yep, that right there is your regular cup. That one will come out. Yep. That's your cup. I'm going to replace this one as well. And then I'm going to take the impeller off. Now, usually the impeller has a key in it. I'll see if I can find it on here. Alright, y'all, so I was talking about there's a key. So right here, where that key, there we go, where that key sits at is right down in here. And what it does, when you put this impeller on, you make sure that you line this key up, you line this slot up with that key, and it keeps it from where it actually has the spin, and it doesn't just sit on the shaft and free spin. So it's pretty easy to pull out. You just pull it out like that, and then we're going to replace the plates as well. Alright, y'all, so then after that, you take these 2 off. This is done with a 10mm. This takes, so it allows you to get into your brackets. I'll show you what that looks like here in just a second. Alright, y'all, so once you pull that bracket and pull those 2 bolts out, this comes up. Yep. There you go. And it's got key locks on it. The key locks come out. On the back, as you can see, you've got your buffer, your little thing here, and then you've got a gasket. We're going to replace all this as well. Show you how to do that. Alright, y'all, so let me show you something that actually kind of startled me because I've never really seen it before. This right here came out. This is just a little spacer. If it comes out on the back of your new gasket or whatever, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Just tear it off and put it back in there. It'll fall right back down in there. But that's how you learn things. Alright, so I'm going to show you something that I do, especially being out here on the ocean and stuff. It's not a requirement or anything like that. I just really think that it helps out a lot when you're putting these things back in place. I put just a little bit of grease on my my bolts, and it just seems like it kind of works like a anti-seize, and it helps bring it out, especially being in salt water. Never fault a bolt, that's especially if you're not doing this every year like me, and you wait 2 or 3 years, you're gonna find out just how strong you are, and you're gonna end up snapping a bolt, or you're gonna end up busting your knuckles. So I would suggest that little bit of grease goes a long ways. All right, y'all, so I put some lube on the pole going all the way down. Check this out. When you get down here, I put a little bit of grease on my pin there to just try to kind of keep it in. I push this side sort of flat, and then you've got to get that, you got to get the bottom of your impeller to sit over the top of your key. I'm going to pause it and kind of show you. All right, as you can see, when you get it, get it in there and get it started. Just kind of push it down. She'll go over the top, and that key will be locked in. Alright y'all, so what I do is I just throw a little bit of grease on here, and the reason is you ain't got to cake it. I kind of am, but it doesn't really matter that much. But the thing with it is, I'll get all this up in a minute, I put the grease because whenever that can goes over the top, it's got to slide in there and it's got to be able to turn. If you don't put grease, it turns it really hard to be able to do it. I'll show you here in a second. Alright y'all, all that extra access I was talking about that I have plenty of, I put that on this gasket, and what it does, it just helps hold it down when you're pushing it into place, and it keeps everything nice and lubricated. Because like I said, I only pull this out once a year, and anyone that's fished with me, they know that I run the boat a lot. It gets a lot of hours, so I try to keep everything with as much lubrication as I can humanly and possibly put on it. Alright y'all, so what I do is I put a zip tie on mine, and I go ahead, these all have to be going clockwise from the front of the motor, or excuse me, from the where the impeller is, everything goes clockwise. So what I've learned a long time ago is if you go ahead and set them now, you make your life, oh lordy, if you pop it off, it's okay, get you another one. Don't get frustrated, it takes a minute. I like getting them pretty tight, and the reason is because like I said, that cup's got to go back in here. And so the easiest way to get those cups to go, to me personally, is go ahead and turn all these the correct direction. And you're gonna lose them. Like it's occasionally gonna come off. So that's okay. Don't get upset with it. It's not gonna hurt the impeller. You're not going to do anything to mess the impeller up or anything crazy like that. All it does is it helps it go ahead and start getting that turn. I'm sorry. It starts getting that turn so that when you put it in place, it's already ready for you. Okay, so we're going to try that now. All right, brother, you can pause that and then we'll grab the can. So,
zip tie's still on right now.
Still on. You just want to kind of get it started. Going down in the hole. Like I said, this is a finesse part. It can be irritating, trust me. As you get it started, feel like they're all on there, they're all started. We'll cut that zip tie now. We'll try it with this. You ain't got to record it. Alright y'all, sorry about that. We had a zip tie or two break off, but got it down. Make sure that your hump here meets your hump there. Flat edge is the flat edge. That's all it takes. We're going to put some grease on them 4 bolts, put it in there, put the spacer on it, and start getting back to it. Alright, so he finally got her in. So what we had to do, y'all, was loosen this up. If you ever get in this situation where it won't go, I took it out of drive, came over here, or out of forward, if you want to call it. Came over here, loosened my little cap up enough I could get underneath it, turned the teeth, and we got the lower unit put back on. It's still a pain in the butt, but oh, Oliver over here looking rough. Looks better than you did though, Jake. But also didn't take us 2 days. Yeah. Oliver said you should hurry up with that.
Absolutely.